On today's episode, featured videos are...
Hi there, everyone. Welcome to episode 14 of Supplemental Broadcast here on Alexandria Alternative Media Broadcasting and OK Copernicus Production. I'm your host, Jess. You can also call me Epitome or Vern Kid. Please be sure to follow the entire archival project, hashtag YouTube Recommended Chronicles, on X or Tumblr. For the latest in videos, memes, and more. Listen to the official soundtrack on SoundCloud. I will have links in the description box below. Just a friendly programming reminder before I get started, due to all the heavy solar activity this time of year, combined with my electromagnetic sensitivities, there may be small breaks in production when I cannot have much contact with my electronic devices for health reasons on high energy days, especially when they've been spraying heavily to combat the sun's rays, which is super toxic and bad for evolutionary health, and it makes me feel really poopy. So I'm sorry for any delays in posting, but, you know, safety and health first. All right, on to today's selections. We're going to start off today's broadcast with some film history. Did you know the first Titanic movie was a German propaganda piece directed by Adolf Hitler? You didn't? Well, for more on this wild info nugget, check out this insightful entry from Valuetainment. Film, music, and literature have enough power to make or break a society via social contagion. So, this is a good educational one. Consume mindfully, my friends. Next up, we have an interview with Dr. Miriam Grossman, where she tells the true story behind gender theory. Let me tell you, this one is a story that everyone needs to hear. It is unbelievable how far things have gone at this point in time. We all need to know the background basics on gender theory, along with many other theories tied to communist and pedophilia ties both. While it is true that gender is very much a stereotyped set of idealistic constructs, somehow people started making gender synonymous with biological sex, which is absolutely false and is why we use sex and not gender on our ID cards and on our records. Gender is not a thing for that. Gender is more a weird aspect of romance languages and is not a concept that belongs in medicine or science. It should be removed post haste. Biological sex is what matters. That's for everyone's health and safety. For realsies. That video coming in from Brian Collins' page. A wonderful, wonderful, wonderful interview. Third up, we have a video entry, the Quran, 3 verses that everyone on every Jew needs to know. But I say everybody needs to know these because the Quran is not a book of peace. It is a manifesto for a false religion if you have any firm understanding of theology, creeds, and cults. These are 3 verses that I think every human really, 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 really needs to know. They're literally justifying genocide. They are blasphemous. They are hypocrisy, and they literally prove it's a false religion. Check it out. For more topics like this, it's the channel is Apologetics Roadshow. Give them a click for more insights. Absolutely wonderful piece. Have you heard rumblings about health, wealth, chakras, and Nasara Jasara? Were you looking for some more insight on this aspect of co-creating on the new Earth? Did you ever wonder why the powers that be want to turn us all into stressed out robots just to survive? Well, Ella Ringrose is going to hook us up with some answers about unblocking abundance and bypassing the matrix in her video. The money systems are crumbling in New Earth. Give a click. Be sure to check that out. Oh, we got another good one. So do you identify as a prophetic, having spiritual gifts, or a light worker, starseed perhaps? Have you been feeling the effects of spiritual warfare so prevalent on our plane today? Forget that so-called Great Reset and listen to this inspirational transmission regarding the divine reset. The good Lord is coming back and doing his amazing work through us and all the elements here of late. I am so excited that the beginning is nigh. This video is from the Lightworkers. It's called the Divine Reset, a word for the prophets of God, rising. All shall receive. And last up on our features today, we have an entry from Suspicious Observers. It's a live show for the coming years. So we're losing our magnetic field, the poles are shifting, and most people don't even know to begin preparing for a micronova. Well, that's why Suspicious Observers gives us the 411 daily on everything we need to know about preparing for some serious space weather. Here's a great Q&A session to help you catch up on prepping for the next disaster cycle. And that brings us to today's awesome auspicious op-ed. So speaking of all that sun stuff, I'd like to take some time today to address some of my takes on the sun, the ongoing pole shift magnetic excursion, and the upcoming micronova, also known as the Great Solar Flash. And it is associated with the rapture, extraterrestrials or ultra-terrestrials, and worldwide indigenous religious prophecy alike. This matter is part of a regularly occurring disaster cycle that spins in 6,000 and 12,000 year cycles. We're currently due for a bangin, and I'm here to help you get informed so that you may prepare for the exodus to New America or the next best place for you if you happen to reside on another continent. My husband and I have secured our plot in the safety zone to develop and have begun preparations for the upcoming global challenges that are essential for anyone living on either coast or any low-lying areas on our continent especially need to start preparing for. Thankfully, we're blessed to have high ground to relocate to in North America away from the dangers of grids and population centers. Other continents will not be so lucky and will have to make the necessary arrangements to weather out the biggest adventure any of us could have ever imagined. We are entering a transitionary era into a new golden age, a supernatural divine reboot that many civilizations in the past had to go underground to prepare for the radiation onslaught or to hunker down in the mountains as continents shifted and coastlines become the new ocean floor. Obviously, there are many more pressing matters that we will all have to push through as we make our preparations for this amazing new era. I feature videos daily with many solar updates, Schumann resonance, volcanic and seismic information, homesteading, and prepping advice to help all of you help yourselves and each other. We're going to have quite a few interesting decades ahead of us, and I have spent my entire life preparing to prevent or overcome a dark age throughout both my studies and my life experiences. Let's just say I had many premonitions rooted in my observations from a very young age to present, and I have been bracing for a societal collapse mentally and spiritually since adolescence. Only within the past year had I become educated and convinced that it is time for materials and relocation prepping upon having awakened last year. While no one wishes for cataclysm or catastrophe in most cases, I wish us well in our pursuits of resettlement and co-creation on the new earth. We're watching all the places on our planet with some serious karmic history being remodeled as we speak. This is just another divine rejuvenation, long overdue, and I look forward to being a helpful guide to as many as I can along the way. All right. Well, that is our show. Again, all the links for all our videos, music, where to follow me online. We have all of that posted in the description box. Today's musical selection is under Transmissions Existential. It's a beautiful one. It's I Believe in You. If anyone's noticing, we are redoing some of the songs before I increased my editing skills. So we get a little more musical feature, a few that I didn't get to edit into my early videos. We're going to go ahead and redo those now. So thank you for joining me for this wonderful informational apocalyptic news flash. And stay awesome, stay prepped, stay safe, Be excellent to each other. And I'll see you next time here on the Supplemental Broadcast. Have a great time, everyone. See y'all later. Bye-bye.